What's up, y'all? Back with another one. Yeah, it might be short. First, let me start off. I feel I have to say this because I don't know if it was a mistake, and I'm not gonna call out anybody, but I feel like if you are gonna do a live, um, and it's going against what you already see me post. You if you see my post and I'm I steer a certain way. Why would you invite me to your live to watch you talk about something that goes against the way I steer? Or I feel like then you're just looking for argument. You're coming for argument, and I really don't have time for it. I mean, I do respond at times. I mean, definitely not as much as I used to back in the day. I used to really, you know, be going back and forth with people on the internet until I shut them down and they wouldn't respond no more. But I really don't have the time. I don't have the patience to be doing that. And plus, people are stupid anyway because they come with their ignorance and they swear they're so smart, but the more they talk, the more they sound stupid. Um, I'm gonna say that. I know if you look at a lot of my videos, I talk about how I don't care to be condescending, but sometimes it does come out that way because I mean, all of us we do have our condescending moments, especially if we are educated. Um, it's just, I guess, it's part of the nature. You just get annoyed with stupidity, so you call it out sometimes. Um, but yeah, don't automatically come at me when you know you already have an opposing view. Don't and one thing I definitely hate. I always love engagement. And I'm not speaking on Facebook, but um, I always love it in engagement. But what I hate is when there's certain people, and I've sat there and blocked people and deleted people for this very reason. But there's certain people that I'll sit there and you have a difference of opinion. I have no problem with that. I mean, maybe I can learn and grow from that, whatever. But when I see you do it once, and I see you do it twice, and I see you do it a third time, and yet so many other posts are positive or whatever the case may be, and I don't see you post, I don't see you like, I don't see you share, then I have a problem with that because then I feel like you're only coming on my post to disagree with me, and I don't like that. I'm even both ways because I can go on posts and disagree with people, and I can go on posts and sit there and give them compliments and agree with them. Nobody can sit there and say I don't engage like that. I just come on people's posts being negative. If anybody could say that, I want them to show receipts if they could say that because I do it equally, and I expect the same in return. Don't come with the automatic rebuttal. You know, it's like even when I post, I comment on other people's YouTube pages, and it's not really to start an argument. I just voice my opinion, and then everybody that's agreeing with the video is coming at me on my thing. But what about this? Da, 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 da? But then that means you're looking for argument. I wasn't looking for argument. I was just sitting there voicing my opinion. But then the minute you sit there and call them out on it, then they be like, "Oh, it's a public platform, and you should expect somebody to reply." Yes, that's true. That's true. Just like I replied, you can reply to me, whatever. But my reply wasn't looking for an argument. You already know how you feel about something, so why even sit there and say it? All I'm just trying to get point out a different point of view. Maybe you'll listen to it, maybe you won't. You don't have to. But the point of the matter is, you shouldn't sit there and just go one way with your thought process and automatically disregard the next thought process. Yeah, like for instance, Fox News. I can't stand Fox News, and I mean, know it's a propaganda machine, but I have to sit there and listen to some of the things that Fox News says, so I know where they come from with their ideals and their ideologies and things like that. So when I'm making an argument, I know where they're coming from, and I know where I'm coming from to sit there and put both arguments together and come to an analysis, or whatever. But when you're just going off of one straight little path, there's no real argument. There's no dissertation. Dissertation. You know what I'm saying? There's no analysis to be had because you're only going with your one-sided view. You know. And basically it's based on the thing I'm talking about was based on vaccinations, and like I said in my last video, I'm tired of talking about it. You get it, you get it. You don't. I'm not gonna say I'm for you or against you at all. You know, it's your choice. It's your choice. But so you stop arguing about it. If you don't want to get it, why announce it? Why you gotta announce it to the world? Oh, I'm not getting it. Oh, you have to have on your profile. I don't care that you got vaccinated. Why? For what? Why did you have to have that on your profile? We don't care that you don't care. A lot of people don't care what you don't care. So why even discuss it? Just we leave you to your views. Leave everybody else to their views. That's all I can say. And it was funny because not all, but a lot of people, and that's one thing I wanted to point on in my last video. I didn't think about it until after I did it. You guys, some people, one of their arguments is it wasn't even approved by the FDA. Whatever. But them same people will sit there and talk about not trusting the government. Last time I checked, the FDA was a government agency. So you don't trust the government with the vaccines, but then you want it to be approved by the FDA, which is a government agency. How does that add up? I don't get it. And like I said in the other video, you talk about being for. First of all, let me touch on that too, because I didn't touch on that enough. You're not being forced. You still have a choice, albeit it kind of, takes away from what you might want to do, but you still have a choice. And I'm gonna go through examples. Now, here in New York, starting August 16th, they're gonna require vaccinations in gyms, right? So now, if you want to go to the gym, you got to show proof of vaccination, either the card or the Excelsior pass or whatever policy they might implement or whatever devices they might use, right? So you're gonna have to do that, right? You're saying you're being forced, but not really. You still have the choice. Now your choice is either you get vaccinated and continue going to the gym and making the use out of your membership, or you sit there and cancel your membership and you start working out at home. Still got a choice. May not be the choice you want, but it's still got a choice. Dining in, you're gonna sit there and you have to show proof of vaccination. You still have a choice. They don't require vaccination for dining outside, so you have that choice to dine outside, or you have a choice to sit there and still show your patronage to the establishment, but take your food to go. Those are your choices. You still have a choice, right? Now with me, with school, right? I have one more semester left in my master program, and in order to be in a campus class, you have to show proof of vaccination. In fact, you have to upload it to CUNY first so that you can get verified to be able to be on campus, right? Even then, you have a choice. There's online versions of the same classes, especially for grad, like I'm in. Grad programs, most programs are online. Why? Because most grad students work and go to school, so it makes it convenient, right? So you still have a choice. You still have a choice of doing the class online. Just like that choice has been there since this whole pandemic started anyway. All the campus classes was converted to online classes. You still will have that choice. You still have that choice to sit there and do it online, or you get vaccinated and you go on campus. So there's choices. You're still not really being forced, but if you want to sit there and partake of certain festivities, you want to go back to some kind of normal, then be like everybody else who wants to somebody kind of normal. Or you sit there and you keep being a hermit, or whatever you've been during this whole pandemic. You keep going about things the way you've been going about. If it works for you, it works for you. Like I said, I'm not going to sit there and down you for taking it. I'm not going to sit there and down you for not taking it. All I got to sit there and all I want to say is shut up. Shut up about it. Just shut up. Just make your decision and be at peace with that. Stop crying about freedoms being taken away and things like that when this thing hasn't been handled and it's getting worse. And now there's a new variant going around or whatever. It's worse. And it could have been nipped in the bud if people simply followed instructions. That's all I'm gonna say on that. That's all I'm gonna say on that. But the next thing I wanted to talk about was apparently Kwame is showing his receipts, right? So if you get through all the name calling and the shots at people like Hassan Campbell and Tommy Sotomayor and who else I don't know, but if you get through all that, he's always been champion coding and trades and doing things for the youth, and he showed improve, and then also he went around and he showed a park that was actually named after him because of the work he did. And if you know anything about him, he has the key to the city in Brunswick, Georgia. So I mean, he's put in the work. He can talk his crap. He's one of the ones who is giving back to the community, and that's what you should do, especially when you're in that kind of status. Give back. And I would love to be in that category. I do whatever I can, but see, it's hard to even get to that kind of status when you can't get people to pay attention. It's really hard, and it's like I made a post one time that marketing is like one of the hardest things to do, and that's part of what I have to do for my job, and it's hard getting people in. It's hard, and then once you do get their attention, it's hard to keep their attention. So in marketing for YouTube, marketing for any charity event and things like that. And I've been to many events where there's barely anybody there. There's barely anybody there because people don't pay attention. You could sit there and stand on a corner or stand in front of an establishment and give out flyers all day, and people will sit there and glance at it and probably throw it away. And you know how much money is spent on advertisement. We gotta sit there and buy like 2,000, 3,000 flyers, and guess what? Probably 100 and change actually pay attention to the flyers. You know how much money really goes down the drain, but you have to do it because in order to reach a certain amount of people, you have to sit there and triple the amount of reach that you have. The amount of you have to triple the amount of people that you reach out to, and you just have to know when you're in that game, you have to know that you're going to take a loss when it comes to this. There's just money that you have to spend, or else you're not going to get the word out. And even with that, it's really melancholy. There's no other way to put it. It's hard. So it's a little bit easier when you're a celebrity. People know you. People, the United States loves this celebrity culture. Celebrities are freaking gods. They somehow they bleed a different kind of blood, and they put their clothes on a different kind of way or something, like, because they're in the spotlight. But because they're in the spotlight, they can sit there and get people to donate. While a local Joe Smo like me and other people that's trying to do it's a tough time. It's a tough time. I wish I could say different, and it's not to demean anybody. It's not to discourage anybody. It's just I'm just speaking my mind. It's hard. So anyway, you just check out, what Kwame has done, and he's done his shoe drive, and he's giving back to the kids. He playing softball with them and things like that. So hats off to him.
Okay.
Okay, because our kids really.
Oh, let me get back so I can hear you.
Have a role model,
Okay.
somebody that they can look up to. And
Okay.
We have monthly Rise Up meetings
Okay.
for our 3rd through 5th grade students, just encouraging them with their academics and their behavior all year long.
Whatever you need me to
Have
do.
a speaker come in
Okay.
and talk with our kids and encourage them and let them
You
know.
gonna have my email and my
telling
number.
them your background.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you come from, it's how you end up.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
and
ma'am.
how important education is.
Yes, ma'am.
And our theme for Burroughs Millette is Rise Up to Greatness. And
Okay.
that's what we're doing. We're rising up to greatness. We're increasing these test scores. We're working on our literacy. Because literacy is our issue here. And I think one of the people we talked about literacy. And so we can kind of, I don't know, partner with you or somebody that you know that can help us.
Yeah.
Like
That's Mr. Skinny, y'all.
YWAYTO, Keyway to Kids, KEYWAYTO, KIDS. It's a .com. You can go find out more. I ain't gonna be too long.
What that shirt mean, brother?
I Can't Read is it's pretty much bringing awareness that our libraries is closed. So if our library is closed, then we can't read. We can't do anything, but we need help with what we want to do. We're killing the narrative that we not wanting the information. So they is the system, whoever is with the system for the most part. So this is just to bring awareness, because we can do. So I want to miss message. I can't read. It's just the awareness, but I can read is the merchant. So it's actually a campaign that we're doing to first open up the libraries that's in our city in Detroit, because we got 26 libraries in Detroit and we only operate 6. So we know that that's not the only place that they're trying to close out the library. So we need the community to galvanize and get on our politicians to make sure that's priority number one, because literacy helps develop better trades, better coding. And this is Jerome, one of my mentees, and he can tell you more about the effect.
Well, before we go, you are a coder as well.
Yeah, so I do. Yep, CSS, PHP, and you'll see more on what it is that we do. So we're gonna offer a lot of free services as well, because that's what we got to do, for our youth.
All right. For the most part, I'm Jerome Mills. I just came from South Florida. Just turned 20.
Just moved to Detroit, been up there for 6 months. I bought my first 2 properties. I'm learning how to do construction, plumbing, electricity all off YouTube. I'm fresh out of high school and I didn't learn anything about coding and trading. So, like I said, I bought my first 2 properties. I use all the youth to help build the properties, no adults to show the fundamental construction, basically. And I have a non-profit called CLB. Let's go and look into it. Looking forward to building with you guys.
Appreciate you, brother. Is that them right there?
What's up, bro?
Hey, how you doing?
You doing all right?
Yes, sir.
Haircut.
Yeah, I'm live on my YouTube, but you're not on camera. Yeah, but yeah, it's raining outside, man, and we trying to bring the kids out to do haircuts. We got a food truck. If we can set up tables in here, maybe cut the hair.
Yeah,
if we got to rent it or whatever we got to do, we can do that.
The thing I've got to find out over here is if I've got somebody that can be here, because if I rent it, I got to have a staff member.
Okay.
And so can you give me about an hour to see?
Yeah, we're not trying to do it till 3:30. Can I'll leave you my number. You just give me a call.
Let me see what I can work out.
Okay.
And then I'll get back in touch with you.
Man, I appreciate
and let
that.
You know, because if it wasn't over here, would it be too much if you moved it somewhere like Selden? If I had somebody over there that could do it?
If you give me the time, I can try to make it happen.
You got to let people know.
Yeah.
People are thinking a certain part.
Yeah.
Give me about an hour to work on it, and then I'll give you a shout back.
Okay. And you gotta have a city staff member.
We're all county.
He ain't been doing nothing. He ain't shit. He ain't been doing nothing. Hey, Hassan, what the fuck do that say, you punk bitch? All right, now it's time to get toxic. Hey, Hassan, what do that say right there, boy? That's my name, ain't it? On the park. Ain't that right there, boy? I told you should have did your research about me, you stupid punk. all them toys right there, I bought that, boy. So shut the fuck up. And Inez Williams, she was a young lady who passed away, who did it before me, prior to me. So we did not take her name down. We put it up there with my name, because I know hater, you punk bitch. And all of these companies, they helped, they donated, and they did what was right too. So that's how you got to do it, jackass. Talking about what I do. Style, where 1404 at? Right there with that palm tree. That's where I used to live, right there, 1404 Prince Street, right there, where that little tree at. No, is that 1404 or is it one behind? It's the one behind, I think. No, one, two, three. Yeah, it's that one. 1404 Prince Street. So don't tell me about I had great beginnings, Hassan. I had motherfucking humble beginnings.
And I encourage everybody to try to do what you can for the youth. Try to do what you can in the community. That's a good reason why I've gone the path I've gone since. The road started pretty much in 2014, and then it really elevated from 2017 up. And I'm still working. I'm still finding out. I'm still learning on how to do this, because like I said, it's hard when you're a regular Joe Smo and you can't get many to pay attention to you. It's really tough and frustrating. So for all the cats that know what I'm talking about, just keep on doing it, because I know I'm gonna keep on trying and keep on coming up with something. And if y'all know anything, hit me up, please. If you give me any engagement, give me an engagement on that. If you don't give me any other engagement, give me engagement on that. Because I'm more than willing to sit there and follow through with people that really want to follow through. Because anyway, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna try to sound like that. But remember, I haven't said this in a while, but remember, treat everything in the neighborhood, in the community, as a potluck. Everybody has something to bring. So it's not just trades, it's not just coding, it's not just lawyers, it's not just doctors, it's not just engineers. It's a collective group where you all can sit there and bring something to the table. Even if you're a high school dropout, there's something you can do. Something you can do. Even giving out flyers, donating a little $5 to a local charity. You know, it's something. But you know, you just keep that in mind. And also, you know, just if you got vaccinated, don't down people that didn't get it. And if you didn't get vaccinated, don't down people that did get it. That's you know, that's all there is to it. And just be responsible. At least wear the mask in public. Sit there and be sanitary. Be sanitary. And if you don't want to get the vaccination, don't dine in. Don't go to the gym. Don't go to Broadway shows. I mean, it is what it is. You can gripe and moan and talk about conspiracy theory and conspiracy theory this and conspiracy theory that, but at the end of the day, what are you really changing? On that note, like, share, subscribe, tell your mama, tell your father, tell your cousin, tell your uncles, tell your aunties, tell your friends, tell your dogs, your cats, your birds, your squirrels, whoever. Peace.